Yo, what is poppin'? My 420 army is your boy the mighty Liam 420, and yeah, I'm here with a pretty different kind of video. This is, well, as you can tell by the title, yes, this is my most ambiguous and probably largest project yet. But yeah, basically, what I'm just going to be discussing like what it is and what I'm doing. As you can tell, it's going to be like a Lego stop motion film. Oh dear God, the light is just super duper bright. So, if it's going to be discussing Pirates of the Caribbean, like we describing why I love Davy Jones so much, and yep, it's basically the plot of this film is like basically I'll kind of describe as I show it. But starting off with the sets, yeah, I had the Lego Pirate sets that they released back in 2015. We're going to start with the Brick Bounty here. I think this set number is 74013. Yeah, I think it's 71013. Yeah, so, yeah, 71013. So, yeah, it's a bit dusty from, like, all the sales and stuff, so I'll just kind of go over it. And then, yeah, here are, like, the Lego minifigures from the Lego Pirates 2015 line. And then the Bluecoat Soldiers, and then the actual pirates. So we'll start with the captain, RedBeard. Here he is. He's going to be the main villain of the story. He basically has the heart of Davy Jones and uses it to get revenge against his brother, Govenor Hacendia, however you pronounce his name, that guy there. So yeah, I'm not sure how it's going to focus in on him. I fucking hate this camera. It just does not focus. Yeah, I really gotta get a new camera at some point. Yep, here he is from the back. These figures actually have back printing, because seeing as I actually have some custom figures that do not have back printing, so yeah. I'm just starting with this, and then apparently here's the cook from the set. Pirate Cook Bart apparently is his name from what I saw in a video about him. He has himself a little saucepan for cooking stuff, so who knows, maybe he'd be making fish for all the Flying Dutchman crew members while when he's stationed aboard the Dutchman. Again, I'm still writing the script for my analysis, so I'm not sure what's gonna exactly happen, who's gonna be on the Dutchman and who's gonna be on like the Roger RedBeard or Brickbeard. Apparently in the 2009 his name was Roger RedBeard, so his name was probably like, I don't know. We'll just do the Roger RedBeard name for this. So from the back, he has like some bone swordfish on him. Oh my God, focus, you stupid fucking thing. Sorry, sorry if I'm dogging on this camera a lot. It's just, it sucks ass. And here's the, apparently RedBeard's first mate, Slinger. He literally has the same torso as this guy from Shipwreck Defense, and then the same head as the gunner from Soldiers Fort and from Soldiers Outpost. So a lot of these, they just reuse the same legs across everyone. It's like, okay. These are supposed to be just generic background pirates. Apparently, how is this the first mate? Why isn't it his daughter, Argenta, there, who's in the Treasure Island set? So he gets a pistol, a nice tricorn hat. Here he is from the back. It's literally the same as that torso, so I don't know. And then, yep, shit, yeah. Whoa. And then here's the pirate boy. It's really their version of Marty. He has the same torso as that dude in the barrel from Treasure Island. And I unfortunately do not have the chest set, so that's why these crews are pretty small. And he has the legs that don't bend, unfortunately. So if we have scenes with this guy, he's just going to be hopping everywhere. Like skips from regular show, or even like a South Park character. But yeah, that's the pirates included with the ship. And then onto the Bluecoat side of things, we start with this guy, who's sweaty. I know for a fact it's the sweaty guy that comes in the Brick Bounty. He gets a musket, and then each Bluecoat soldier get these backpacks, while the sergeants don't, and they have white epaulets except for that one in the outpost that has a gold epaulet. So you'll see the back when I show the sergeant you get in that set. Oh, for fuck's sake, he's getting caught on. And yep, here's the sergeant from the Brick Bounty. He gets a pistol. He has like the comby hair, and then Here's what the back looks like. Again, I apologize for how terrible this quality is. And even though it says HD, yeah, that's the sergeant you get. And then last figure in the set is Admrial Nonsuch. Apparently that's his name. He gets like this cool torso piece. That's the same as Hacendia. He has a gold epaulette. Here he is from the back. And I'll just show there's only one hand. Yep, and yeah, he also has a second face where he's scared. So who knows what he could be terrified of. And then those are the figures. Now onto the set itself. It's really dusty, so it's like this would be like the main ship, and then like you have the anchor. Really short chain, just goes like this. Wow. And then you just wheel it up. Sometimes it gets caught when you're wheeling it up, and it's dusty because it's been sitting in like basement for like years, at least like 5 or 6 years. So yep, here's the ship from the front. Frontal view of the ship. You can't really see the skull and bones on the sails. Well, you can here. And yeah, it's the same on both sides. You only get 2 cannons included, aside from this one up here by the helm. And then, yep, they have like a little plank here that they use for like trying to get people to walk it. It's probably a little stiff, and then looks like there's a bucket there. I don't know what they were using for that bucket. And then you have like a little door here that opens. I'll eventually show you inside the cabin. Just show the other side. There's no plank on this side though. And then of course the 2 can holsters, they open if you wanted to do the cans on this side. Again, there's only 2 cannons included, so yep, up here at the top, this flag kind of keeps falling off, and then at the top of the ship, 2 little platforms. Main mast with the crow's nest, and then like a little grappling hook here you can use to like dangle like a treasure chest that's actually included with the set. So here's the back of the ship. You have a Jolly Roger flag, and then the rudder. Not sure if you can see the rudder here, really stiff, and then or it still does move actually. The lanterns, those can be adjusted for whatever reason if you want to adjust them, and then yep, the cannon can be rotated. And the cannon, it's the where you load, and then here, actually I think I'll just load a cannonball in. Just to show you how these cannons work. So you have it loaded in, and then you just, oh shit, yeah, like that. It shoots out really fast. And then you have the helm. Unfortunately, there's no mechanism that attaches it to the rudder. I'm gonna blow off some of the dust. You remove this, and then you get inside the captain's cabin, which yes, you can open the windows if you want to. And I'm not sure how. I think these sets go for like a couple $100s now. Well, at least this. I got it for like $120. I think that's how much it cost when my dad originally got it for me for Christmas in 2015. Yes, my dad got me this for Christmas, and then The fort I got for Halloween because I can't have Halloween candy, so I always would trade my Halloween candy for a cool toy, and that I traded for the soldier's fort. And I thought that was going to be a big box, but it's actually pretty small, so... Yeah, you get this table with like a rum bottle, and then, yeah, inside you get a little treasure chest alongside a map. Sure, maybe Hacendia's daughter swapped out the real map with a fake one, and here's the chest. The heart of Davy Jones is not in it. It's just some diamonds and skeleton legs. And yeah, it has this piece on the top so that if you want to, you can hang it on the grappling hook. It'll stay on there. Get the fuck on there. Yeah, and then you can just kind of like dangle it to toy with the pirates if you wanted to. And then, yes, you can actually, and oh yeah, you can actually rotate this. I forgot to show that. You can rotate this, and then it's bendable too. So yeah, that's the, then of course it falls off. Right as I try to grab it, it falls off. That would definitely cause someone to get their head hit and fall off the ship. Oh yeah, I realized I forgot to actually show this, but the set also comes with this little rowboat that has like a stud shooter in the back where you press it and then it fires out the stud. Okay, that was a little weak, or maybe I didn't press it down. I'll press it all the way down, so... Yeah, that's the stud shooter. Oh, I'm trying to get this to work. It's hard to do this with one hand. And then the oars for the rowboat. Yeah, the Navy rowboats are blue to match, and for some reason this boat did not have like two little spots here. The other two rowboats for Treasure Island and Fort had like two little posts I would stick the oars in so that they could just be upright, I wouldn't lose them. This boat did not have that for some unknown reason. I don't know why. But yeah, and then this set also comes with like a little saw-nosed shark that... Unfortunately, it's not like the ones you can actually put a minifigure inside the mouth. That's way too small to fit a minifigure in. Yeah. Alright, then I got everything for this set now. Alright, next two sets are the Soldier's Outpost and Soldier's Fort set. I just want to show you something before I actually show off the minifigures, that these two sets, they actually... these are actually two separate sets, and yeah, you can have them separate like this, or you can connect them together, because there's like a little clip here that you can see on this, and then on the fort, you can actually kind of see it like right there, where my finger is. So yeah, these two sets, along with the Treasure Island Shipwreck Defense set, these two sets, they could actually connect together. Just wanted to show that. Accidentally pressed the stop record button. Yeah, I just wanted to show that these two sets connect together before I show off the minifigures, so... I'll actually show you off Hacendia himself, since he's the main reason. He's going to be the one who sends the help seeker to send Liam 420 in to help save his daughter from his brother that kidnapped him and used Davy Jones. So yeah, he has the same torso piece and has a blue feather hat, like RedBeard's, but just blue, and then he has a telescope and a sword. Same torso as the Admiral, so not too much there. And then we have Hacendia's daughter. Same literal piece that, yeah, same coloring, but she doesn't even have a name. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a name for her. I might go for Stacy. If you have a name for Hacendia's daughter, feel free to let me know in the comments on what I should name her in this story. Her hair is just so difficult. She does not have a second face, but there's just the back printing in case you want to see it. And this is the only outfit she comes in, so you don't really get much of that. And yeah, this is the one that comes in the Fort set. I was trying to get them memorized so I knew who came in what. But yeah, this is the one. He has like a grinning face where his teeth are visible. And yeah, all the blue coats are basically the same, just different facial expressions on all of them. And then this one is the one from the Outpost set. He has like a smile. Torso is literally the same. All the figures are pretty much the exact same, just different facial expression. And then here's the high-ranking sergeant, because he has a golden epaulette instead of the white one that the other one has. So I don't know if this one's probably like a higher up. That's like almost about to become admiral or something. I'm not sure. But on to now for the pirates in this set. You get this dude who has 2 pistols. It's like, okay, you're double arming yourself with 2 pistols that you can just use for shooting. Here's the back. He has blue legs. And that face is reused a lot. It's the same face as that guy. So yeah, pirates kind of have the same facial expression, same torso design to a lot of them. Yeah, and then I don't know why I'm putting them all like super duper close to each other. And then the pirate gunner from the fort set. He has a unique torso, but he has the same head as the first mate. So, yeah. It's all green. Maybe he's like an Irish pirate, who knows. Jacksepticeye voicing the pirates. And yep, here he is from the back. And then, yeah, he has this dude from the Outpost set. He has the same face as the gunner, and then the same bandana and torso as the dude with the 2 pistols. They just reuse a lot on these pirates. But he has black legs too, so yeah. And before we jump to the main set, I'm going to show the rowboats first so I don't forget. But basically the animal included with the Outpost is this octopus. It's like, this is too small to be the Kraken, so it would not fucking work. And he's supposed to be attacking, like, the raft here that the pirate from the Outpost set has, where then all you get is, like, you detach one of these cannon balls, or whatever the fuck these are. I don't know if they're cannonballs or rocks or something, but you put them in the catapult, and then you just shoot them like that. Yeah, that's literally all it is with the raft. And this cape actually originated from the Legends of Chima sets for the sail. But then he also has a rum bottle and a fish and a barrel, so I don't know what that is. And look, what did he even make this raft out of? But yeah, here's the rowboat from the fort set. Again, I had the oars because this one came with those 2 little pegs for me to put the oars in so I wouldn't lose them. And then the piece, the stud shooter used to shoot the studs, works the same as the one from the fort set, but you only get 2 extra studs. Like, why? Only 1 extra stud. And then here we on to the main attraction itself. The actual... We'll start with the Outpost set. It's really small. You just get like a cannon that you can use for shooting. Same as the one on the Brick Bounty, and there's like a crab. Kind of like Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. And there's a treasure chest in the back where it's like just a few gems in there. Not sure if you can see it. It's hard to tell. I don't want to remove the chest, so I don't. It's going to be super hard for me. You know what? Fuck it. I don't want to accidentally break it, so... Oh, there we go. There we go. I was able to get it out. It's like, do I remove this or no? But yeah, there's just some diamonds. I think I may have put the diamonds from the... out from the Shipwreck Defense set in here so I wouldn't lose them. Because I wasn't sure what I did with the diamonds. I just took the barrel off of the Shipwreck Defense set to hold the pirate display there, so... Yeah, that's the Outpost. And then here's the actual fort. There's a rum bottle there on the dock, and they have the same cannon that's spring-loaded, and you shoot it out. So, yep, and then there's like a palm tree with a frog, and the tree's movable, and then you have this, a treasure chest, and which is just hanging there. It's like, are you trying to bait the pirates and lure them in? But yeah, the inside of the chest, you just get some extra diamonds. Yeah, there's like a little opening here, so I don't know what this is used for. Probably for like sailing boats in and out, even though nothing would fit in there. And then Yeah, you can also adjust the crane if you want to. Okay, this is just getting really stiff from collecting dust for like years. Shit, yeah. And then this is movable again, and then you can also toy with the pirates. Hey, guess what, you pirate shitheads? And then, yep, a stud shooter up here is the same, and then we also get a large Navy flag. Unfortunately, it's kind of loose because the piece holding it up has kind of worn out because I played with this a lot back in 2015. I was only 13 years old back then, so... And I play with these sets a lot, so that's why they're kind of worn out and some pieces don't work, and some of the minifigures even have cracks on their sides from the arms. And then you have like a little jail cell here. Maybe that's where Jack Sparrow was thrown in. Or Captain Jack Sparrow. Of course, yeah. That might show up a lot, and then here's how you can break Jack out, or whatever pirate you have in here. You just break the fucking door, this side off, and yeah. It's a really small set, so I'm not sure how many scenes are going to be filmed on this. And of course, getting it back in there is always the tough part. And there we go. But yep, that's the fort and outpost set. Set 71012, I think, is the fort, and then the outpost is 71010. So yeah, I'll have to probably pull up the boxes so you can kind of see them. Now we have the last two sets for the Pirates theme, Shipwreck Defense and Treasure Island, and yep, these two sets also connect together. They unfortunately disconnected when I placed them on my bed, so hopefully I can just snap them back in place, or just keep them separate as I show them off. There we go. They've got them connected. Oh, Jesus. I accidentally zoomed in my camera there. But, yeah. And the figures in this set are, like, really small, so... Yep, first is this dude who just sits in his bathtub. If I can get him, I might try to see if I can pull him out of his tub. Yeah, so here he is. All he has is his oar and his pistol for when, like, he's trying to protect the island, so... Yep, put him in an upright position and then show him off. He has the same torso as the pirate boy, but he has a different face. I think that was in the chess set, too. His face, yeah, he has white, and then... Yeah, you can see, I'm not sure if you can see that crack there, because this was the first LEGO Pirates that I got, and I played with this dude a lot, so... Yeah, I bought this one, like, shortly when I was finishing up grade 7, because I was when I finished all middle school back in 2015, so I was finishing up middle school, my parents took me to chapters, and then they knew how much I liked Pirates of the Caribbean, and they suggested this line. So that's exactly what I did. I bought the Treasure Island set, was hooked on it, and was like, hey, I want to get the rest of the sets. And that's exactly what I did. My mom took me to Indigo a couple months later in the summer, and then that's when I bought the Shipwreck Defense and the Outpost, Soldiers Outpost set. So, yep, and then here's Argenta, RedBeard's daughter. Apparently, geez, there's a lot of daughters in this. There's going to be a lot of daughters in this. Like, here she is from the front. She has like Bellatrix Lestrange type hair, but with a bandana on top. Or just not quite as curly. Or it looks like a normal hairpiece just without a bandana on the top. And again, she has the cracks from me playing with her so much as a kid. Or as a teen. And yep, the second character with an alternate face. Where she's determined. She's like, I'm gonna fuck you up. And then lastly, we have this guy, who comes in the Outpost set. He has a musket, and then this barrel here, the set also gives you some extra weapons, like a sword and a flintlock pistol. He has a musket. That would normally go in like a little spot on the Shipwreck Defense that he would use for protection, which actually will put him on the defense for a sec, just to kind of show off like the play feature with it. But yeah, anyways, like the play feature with this is that you would break off one of the cannonballs, and then you would aim it at the barrier, see if I can do this right. I'm gonna stop hitting that record button. Yeah, an angle where I can actually see it in the footage. You would aim it at that and then... Fuck. That was a fail, but basically it would shoot and then it would just knock him off like that. It was a pretty cool play feature. So, yeah, I just figured I'd show that off before we get to the rest of the figures. And anyways, the two blue coats that come in both sets. I'm showing them both side by side because they literally have the exact same facial expression. Like, same design, same everything. Just this one has a sword and a pistol. He could use the pistol, and then, like, he could hold either his sword or pistol, and then whenever one he's not using, he would just clip on the side of his cannon as he shoots the pirate off the shipwreck, so... that was just kind of a cool play feature. And I'm not sure how many cracks I've shown on these guys. But, yeah. That's basically those, and then... their set that came with the shipwreck defense was like this, that you would put on the barrel with the fish and the flame. I think he's trying to cook the fish. And then here's the cannon with like a little flame and a fire piece, and you have these 3 cannonballs included with it as well for shooting. And then the Treasure Island set also came with this little crocodile that you could use. Again, you can actually, that maybe he would attack a pirate or a blue coat. But yep, the shipwreck defense actually, it was the smallest set in the line, so it's like, yep, and then here's where the barrel would go, but I took it off so I could hold up that. And then he has like a musket, like he's trying to create like an actual ship, and then he has a rum bottle here. And then he's trying to just like, no, this is our island. Get the fuck out of here. And then the rowboat for the blue coat, which it's like, yeah, he has a musket there, and he has the 2 oars and a lantern and his stud shooter in the middle. It's like, are we trying to set the mood that it's nighttime here? Like, what are we trying to imply? And then here's the actual dock. You have a parrot there. It's a red. It's not the same as, like, Cotton's parrot that came out in the Lego Black Pearl that came from recently, which I have that ordered, or hopefully my mom said she did order it for me, so hopefully that comes soon and I can show it off. And then, yep, they have a map and a rum bottle, and then there's also a little hidden door on the back that you can open and, like, use for storing stuff. Yeah, right here. Wonder what that is. And then there's the actual treasure inside. Which the gimmick with this set is they would shoot down the tree. This would pull open. Oh wow, it actually still works. But sometimes it didn't. Even when I first got this set, sometimes that skull wouldn't quite stay up. But then, oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, there's some diamonds in there. The usual stuff. Again, I'm trying to be careful so I don't accidentally break this. And I had a second leaf. I don't know where it came from, but I don't know if it's attached to this tree. It doesn't seem like it. So, and yep, they have a cannon that they can use, even though it's not really a good spot. You can put a minifigure up there to use for the shooting. So, yeah, that's basically it for the sets, and I'll just kind of show you some like the other figures that I'll be featuring in this video or in this big project. And so here's the rest of the figures that I'll be using in my project. They all come on these, like, these are like knockoffs from Walmart, so they all have these like black bases on them, like different, and of course you can hear Lily barking. But yep. Well, so we'll start with the 3 Jack Sparrows, since Jack is the main character for Pirates of the Caribbean. So here's Cursed Jack from the ending of Pirates 1, and he does not have a second face. This is the same printing as I think this Jack right here. Captain Jack Sparrow is cursed. Yep, here's the... Yeah, As you can see, he does not have a spare face, although these two jacks, like this one, I think this is the one that has the spare face, but hold on. Just want to check and make sure. Yeah, this is the one that has the... Nope, this one does not have the spare face. And originally the head, this hat, just originated from this jack. I just kind of swapped them between the two. It's like, you know what, they're the same character. You can just swap the... I also have he's like in his full uniform here, and then... this was the one with the double-sided face. Yeah, where he's scared. And then he's like happy. Yep. Johnny Depp in Lego form. So, yeah, that's basically figured. We'll start with here's the Dutchman crew. These are all, like, the Dutchman crew characters I have. Like, for the Hadras, Davy Jones himself, Maccus, and Bootstrap Bill are official, like, knockoff. They were officially released as figures. The rest of these are customs from Fig Fab Labs, so... Actually, we'll start off with Davy, just so you can kind of... He pretty much looks the same as the original 2011 figure. From the side. So represent his crab leg with the back printing, and then... He also has some chest printing underneath his beard, if I can get it off. Oh, for... Up. There we go. Here he is without his beard. That chest printing, that took a little while to get off because of how stiff these figures are. So yeah. Yep, that's Davy Jones, the captain of the Flying Dutchman. Next up is his first mate, Maccus, the shark guy. Maccus originally came with a knife. I just gave the knife to like a different character, and he gets a flintlock pistol and a sword. Yeah, the original Pirates figures had these sheaths included with them, and then here's like the back with like that weird lobster thing, whatever it is that Maccus has on his back. Close up of his headpiece because his eye moved to like the side there. I wish this camera would focus, but yeah, that's Maccus, and then Bootstrap Bill Turner. Here's Bootstrap Bill. He gets a rum bottle and a knife, kind of like how he was in the original Lego Black Pearl from 2011. Here he is from the back. Only Dutchman crew member that was not 100% computer generated was him, so that's a fun fact. I'll also mention that in the analysis of why I love Davy Jones so much. Here's Hadras. He came with like a flintlock pistol that's black, even though it's like he is kind of I guess it makes sense. It's like that's why there's gonna be a lot of different colors. So yep. Here he is from the back. He has this weird shell on his head. That's how he's the most iconic. And then the reason why I have two Hadrases is because the second one I'm trying to make is like a custom for when, because I want to recreate that scene from the third, or from 3, where like the chest falls on his head, pushes his head in, then he falls into the maelstrom. I'm trying to recreate that, so that's why I wanted to have two Hadrases. And then here's our first custom from Fig Fab Labs. Bean Jelly. This dude looks incredible. He looks like almost identical to how we did in the game. And I gave him Hadras' knife because I plan on making it where Jelly and Hadras are like a duo, a buddy duo throughout the film, and also Fig Fab Labs does not do back printing on their figures, so that's a bit of a downside, but you know what, I don't really care about the back printing. It's just, that's really care about all the stuff is of him from the front, so that's kind of all that matters in my opinion. If I can get you back in there, and then I'll show Penrod next. Here's Penrod. Unfortunately, Fig Fab Labs did not give him his lobster claw, and he has like those legs where he's just gonna be hopping like a South Park character. And yeah, he doesn't. Penrod looks. I guess they just did their best with Penrod because obviously, I guess Lego never made some of the like official parts that he has. Even though I guess the lobster claw was kind of hard to get for Penrod, so I guess I'm a little forgiving towards that. And then I have Broondjongen and Wheelback coming, so I'll probably do like an updated post on ones I haven't gotten. Once I do get them, I'll probably just post them on this thing. And then here's Jimmy Legs. He looks pretty much exactly how he did in the original Lego Pirates game. He was the first Fig Fab Labs character I ever got, so yeah, he has a knife for now because unfortunately I didn't have any like whip pieces for like when he has like the whip that he has in the movie. So yeah, he had a whip in the movie. And then next up is Angler. This dude looks really incredible. Now, Angler and Jimmy Legs were also made by another company called Brick Rebellion, and those figures actually do have back printing, although the Angler figure has a different facial expression than the one here. And yeah, and here he is from the back. No back printing, so yeah. It's a thing to expect with Fig Fab Labs. It's not really that big a deal. Alright, yeah, I was going to leave a spot there for Broondjongen when he comes. I was going to put Alrighty, so and then here we have Clanker. He looks really good, like this knife here that he uses. And then his hat, I get this was like the bestest hat mold that I guess Fig Fab Labs had access to when they made this, so I just had his hat set like this so that his face is visible, and then here he is from the back. Not that the back matters because Fig Fab Labs does not do back printing on their figures, so yeah. And then we'll move on to Captain Barbossa's crew from Pirates of the Caribbean 1. I'm still missing Barbossa himself because I don't have the official Lego Black Pearl, and then I'll put Barbossa there, and then Kohler, because Fig Fab Labs is making Kohler in the next wave, and then he'll go there, and then they just have to do Scratch, Clubba, Grapple, and then restock Mallet so I can get him. And for Dutchman guys, they only have to do Crash, Koleniko, and Finnegan, and then that crew is complete. So now, before we start with the Dutchman Pirates, I just wanted to show something off real quick. We have Carina Smith, or Carina Barbossa. She'll be referred to as Carina Barbossa throughout this pirate story, because in the actual Pirates universe, she is canonically Barbossa's daughter. But I had Fig Fab Labs try to do like a custom like skeleton Carina, so I'll probably have to get like a torso, order those and do like a torso piece, and then order like a leg piece for her, and then do like a. And then for some reason they gave her brown hair. It's like Carina's hair is the wrong fucking color. It's like Kaya Scodelario has black hair, and you gave this figure brown hair. Again, Kaya Scodelario is the person who plays Carina in the movie. And one downside is that we never actually saw Carina handle a sword. But yep, here's Carina from the back. She has like an angry face and her blue dress. I don't know. They did the blue dress because I guess it's accurate to the scene that the Silent Mary was releasing when they're rowing to the island right before she takes off her dress and jumps in the water. And then she obviously gets the red one during that wedding scene that just is completely pointless. Like, even more pointless than when Salfang thought Elizabeth was Calypso in Pirates 3, even though people are brain-rotted and defend that saying, well, he's Disney. Fuck. So a silly reason. Now for Barbossa's actual crew members. Here's Bo's son. We'll start with Bo's son, because he is technically Barbossa's first mate. Now, Firestar Toys did do like a Bo's son, but it's more like a dark color. This one's kind of more reminiscent of the game, and I just kind of gave him like a spare sword that I had. So, yeah, that's Bo's son, and then Pintel. Okay, yes, they have customs of Pintel and Ragetti, and I made sure to get those because Pintel and Ragetti are like the best Pirates characters, and I don't want to have them die or have like a good fate. So here's Pintel. It's like a brown color, and Pintel and Ragetti were also made by Brook Rebellion and even Firestar Toys, although the Firestar Toys versions are just like, I don't know. Yeah, again, apologize for the terrible quality of this camera. Yep, here's Ragetti. Ragetti looks so amazing. Here he is from the back. Shame that Pintel and Ragetti were never made as official figures, but hey, at least these customs make up for it. And here's like my most recent add to the Barbossa Crew collection, being Jacoby. This dude looks amazing. I love the black. I don't know if they ever did this beard piece in black or if Fig Fab Labs had to paint it black themselves. Because I know like this was on Dumbledore in the Harry Potter sets, so and okay, looks like they actually use an official beard that's black. So here's a close-up of Jacoby's chest. He's supposed to have like grenades on him, so yeah, that's yep. And then it's just a blank face because he doesn't. You don't really see his mouth. But yep, that's Jacoby, and now last member of Barbossa's crew is Twig. Once I order Kohler and he arrives, I'll do an update post showing him off, and yep. Here we have Twig. He looks amazing. Now, with some of the bandanas, they actually had to spray paint different colors, like you can kind of see the red underneath. Even same with Angler. His is blue, and he had to have the blue, like the blue paint, the red paint can still be seen underneath. But yeah, that's basically it. Now, who do I move on to next? Actually, you know what? I'll show off Will and Gibbs, because why not? Now, here's Will. He looks literally exactly like the ones from the original 2011 sets, Cannibal Escape, Black Pearl, and the new Will in the Black Pearl set kind of has his blacksmith outfit from Pirates 1. I think this is more like from Pirates 2, and then Firestar Toys has like a custom of Will that I'll probably get of both Will and Elizabeth and like their outfits from Pirates 3, because one thing I didn't like about the new Black Pearl set, which I hopefully get soon. Oh, this one didn't even give Will the spear face, right? I totally forgot about that. Is that they gave Elizabeth a dress instead of one of her, like, her trader outfit from Pirates 2, or even one of her many pirate outfits from the third film, like the Robes outfit, the Captain Elizabeth outfit, and then the one that Firestar Toys made a custom of. Here's Gibbs. I mean, Gibbs looks kind of amazing, but I think the one in the new Black Pearl will do better than this one. Because again, these are just knockoff. These aren't the official, like, Legos. And she didn't even give Gibbs his second face either. It's like, why do Will and Gibbs not have their alternate faces? What the fuck? And you know what, actually, since we're kind of on like the Navy side of stuff, I think I'll just show off this custom Groves that I made. Yeah, it's supposed to be Groves, but thing is he comes with like a red body, so I just gave him like a marine body with like a knife, a telescope, and a musket. So, yep, Groves will be in this. I'm not sure if they'll ever do Gillette, Murdoch, and Mulroy, or Fig Fab Labs will, but it would be nice if they did, so yeah, I think I'll just... Plus, I already have a bunch of cards already. So here we have Serena the Mermaid. If you're wondering why her hair is kind of pulled up, it's because I struggled trying to get it off so I could show her second face for this. So that's why the hair is, like, really loose. Because the mermaids actually do have back printing. Here it is from the front, and here's the back of Serena, where she has, like, the tear from when she cries in Pirates 4. Which, yeah, I still don't like Pirates 4. It's still terrible after rewatching the Pirates films, and even though there were no mermaids in Pirates Who Don't Do Anything, VeggieTales Pirates Who Don't Do Anything, there were no mermaids in that, but I just wanted to have the mermaids from Pirates of the Caribbean in that. And also, yes, if you saw that post I did a few days ago at the time of doing this, if I mentioned VeggieTales Pirates Who Don't Do Anything a lot, it's because that actually kind of was the inspiration behind this project of the Mighty Liam 420 being tossed back to like the 18th century. And yeah, these two mermaids are supposed to be like Tamara the mermaid. They're literally the same character, so I just kind of have the two faces like this. Well, you can see her when she's above water and then when she's actually underwater, so figured I'd just do two in one. And then the back printing is pretty much the same, just so you can see it with one with the hair and one without. That's pretty much what it looks like from the back. But I guess we'll do Blackbeard's crew next. Crew of the Queen Anne's Revenge. So yeah, Blackbeard is going to be in this. Here's Blackbeard. Now, the official sort of Triton that Blackbeard has is like a gold. This one's just like a gray color. And for some reason, the legs on this one are just really loose and he doesn't quite stand up. So yeah, he has like the fuses in his beard. And then, yeah, I'll try to see if I can show his face. Oh, dear God. Oh, there we go. Alrighty. There's Blackbeard. From the front and from the back. He looks actually pretty good, even though Blackbeard is like the worst Pirates villain. Pretty much everything about 4 is terrible. It's, yeah. And, yep, that's Blackbeard. Printing of his hat, just so you can kind of see it. He has like a symbol on top, and then they'll probably, Fake Fab Labs might use that same hat for whenever they decide to make Crash as a figure. And actually, you know what, I'll just show off Will's son, Henry, because, yeah, Henry will be in this too. I realize I forgot to show off Henry, but here he is. I'm pretty much going to keep this outfit the same. And does Henry have his second face? Because that happened with both Will and Gibbs, but they did not have their alternate faces. Oh, wow, Henry actually does have his alternate face. Yep. He's, like, scared here. Probably use that face a few times. And I'll probably just take these with my phone, and then I'll probably upload them on Google Drive when I'm actually doing the images. So, yep, next up we have Angelica Teach, Penelope Cruz, Blackbeard's Ian Mishing in the movie. So, yep, here's Angelica from the front, and from the back. Is her hair gonna... Oh, dear Jesus. Yep. Hair comes off. That's the torso print, and then her determined face from the back. Yep, that's Angelica. I know this video is already long enough as it is, so that's why I'm kind of just trying to skim through, show off all the characters. So, yep, here's the Yeoman Zombie. I figured I'd do Yeoman because for some unknown reason he was not in the LEGO Pirates video game that I played through last... I remember I played that last year. Here he is. And then from his second face, there's like... I don't know why this dude was not in the LEGO Pirates video game when he had an official figure of him. It's stupid. But yeah, he has like an angry face there. I know, it's like... His face looks kind of determined here, but that would... If you've seen the figure, you'll probably know what it looks like, but if you're watching this on camera, it just looks like an ugly blob. But anyways, on to the two zombies that actually did get in the LEGO Pirates video game. We have Quartermaster. He has a pistol. Here he is from the back. He's bald. Yep. Quartermaster. Yeah, Blackbeard's like... Angelica's Blackbeard's first mate, and then he's probably like the quartermaster of the ship. Here's the gunner zombie. He's for some reason like a much darker color. Like, why is he so dark in the knockoff and he was in the real deal, the real figure, like from the Queen Anne's Revenge set, or like he was in like a whole shit ton of sets back in 2011, like Queen Anne's Revenge, Whitecap Bay, then like a figure set that I think he was in that Yeoman also was present in. Jeez, Gunner was in a lot of sets back in 2011. Like, wow. And then last but not Oh yeah, right, the cook first. We'll show off the cook. Now, in actual Pirates 4, he gets turned into a zombie. That will not happen in this. So yep, here's the cook from the front and the back. Not sure what's going to happen to him, because we have two cooks, one on the Revenge and one on the Brick Bounty. You know what, I'll just show off the Silent Mary masthead to kind of get to like the Silent Mary crew. So the Silent Mary crew will be in this too. They'll be in like some sort of like shipwreck cavern, kind of that's a little similar to the Devil's Triangle, where they were blown up and turned into ghostly figures. So here's the back, Silent Mary masthead, and then we'll start off with the actual captain of the Silent Mary, Capitan Armando Salazar, Javier Bardem. Yep. So now I'll try to think of like a poster to do for this, and of course, you know what? I was thinking, sure, you know what? We'll just do an image of Javier Bardem next to his wife, which, yes, fun fact, Penelope Cruz is Javier Bardem's IRL wife. And here's Salazar from the back. He has like really clear pieces, like his hair piece. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with his hair. Like to give off the indentation that it's actually like floating due to him being a ghost. Okay, so I'll try to adjust this and just kind of mess around with Salazar's hair so you can kind of get an idea of it. Oh, no, don't move his whole fucking head. Like, yeah, and then if we have it, like, right, that, you can see, like, yep, he really looks like he was just blown up, and for some reason this hairpiece has gotten a little stiff. I don't know what that's all about. Yep, and then, sure, have it like this, and then just, like, whoop, 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 full 360 loop around the head. Alrighty, next up we have Lieutenant Lazaro. Yeah, I don't know why Lazaro has different... Why he has a darker... Why his is like a brown color, whereas the others, like Salazar is black, and then Santos and Magda over there, they have like gray. But here's Lazaro, because in the movie they're all like black after they get blown up, and I guess they did kind of capture that detail where like part of his hat is blown off, but then unfortunately the design of the hat just kind of fucks it over, so... Bit of a lost cause. Yeah, unfortunately Lazaro doesn't have like the full clearness, because again there wasn't really much see-through on him. And there's a whole bunch of other Salazar crew members that never got made as figures. I don't know if Fig Felbaz would ever even attempt them. But yeah, actually, you know what, we'll hold off on Santos for now. We'll do Magda first, so you can kind of see like his clear pieces. Yeah, all he gets is like a fucking broom. It's like, maybe he could just snap the broom in half. I'm thinking I might do that. He snaps the broom in half and just uses that as his weapon, because that broom at like my fast food job, I was actually broken in half. I had to get a replacement one, so that, and then it's like really sharp at the end, even though it's wood. I'm not sure what this broom would be made of though. So yep, and Magda has the clear pieces too. Like half his head is kind of blown off, and then his leg is also transparent, so he must have been like close to the explosion. It must have blown up his leg a bit. And also, we'll pull up Santos for a bit. Their torso pieces may look the same, but they actually are a little different. Like Santos has a little bit of a blown up explosion on like this side, and Magda doesn't have that. But and actually, even on the back, you can kind of see more explosive on Magda than you can on Santos. So yeah, I'll just show off Santos with his whole, without the Magda comparison. He gets like a pistol. Actually, I think that looks like a gray. It kind of looks his pistol looks gray almost. And yep, this ghost piece. This, I think, because I know this ghost piece originated from the Ninjago theme, and I think that Ninjago even got its own Cartoon Network show like Legends of Chima. But anyways, back on track. We'll stay on topic for this. Santos, really clever ghost. He doesn't have any blown up head. He has the same hat as Magda though. So yeah, that's basically all the characters that I have so far of who's going to be in this project. But then I still have more coming, and I'll have to like get everything organized on like the plot. And then now we have the real deal, the films. So yep, VeggieTales Pirates Who Don't Do Anything. Sadly, this has become a Cars 2-esque film for me. I don't know why. Sorry, it's like my voice went really high. I don't know how many people can hear me when I talk, so if I am like repeating myself, Just want to make sure I'm heard is all. Yeah, I rented this from Blockbuster right before it went out of business. I wonder why it has that Blockbuster sticker on it. Sadly, this film is just not very sad. Or, I mean, it's not sad, it's just instead of evil cheese crawls and giant rock monsters, it would be just like zombies, mermaids, ghosts, and fish people. So, yep, and then Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. This is the original DVD. There'll be aspects from all this. And also my ranking of the Pirates films has actually changed from when I watched them recently. So, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. This one is still my #1 favorite, and Curse of the Black Pearl is still #2, really close behind it. Fun fact, I used to have Pirates 1 and 2 neck and neck on which one I liked better, but then I eventually decided, yeah, this one is better by just a smidge. Because both Pirates 1 and 2 are like the top 2, in my opinion, or top 2 best Pirates films. A lot of people say that Pirates 1 is the only good Pirates film, but I kind of disagree. 2 is good. Now, here is where things kind of change. So, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, I originally had as the 4th best film, behind Pirates 5. However, as I was watching it, I was like, okay, I remember this film was like, so it was just stuffed with like a shit ton of filler. You can see how that is, and then here's the back. So, yeah, I was like, realized, actually, no, this is all relevant to the plot, and they are being really serious with their filler. Especially, say for that one scene where Elizabeth's removing her weapons, and like the aforementioned South Africa thinking Elizabeth is Calypso, that's still kind of stupid. Yep, on Stranger Tides, this movie still is terrible. It's not Cars 2 terrible, but it's pretty bad. Like, shitty. The jokes just make no fucking sense. It's like, why is there mermaids in... Like, the mermaids are cool, but why in the ever-living fuck did we have to have zombies in this? As much as I love zombies, they just don't really fit well in a Pirates timeline. So I'll be dogging on that during my story too. Yep, here's the back. And Blackbeard is just like a super weak villain. So he's not scary at all. His fate was revealed way too damn early. So, yep, and the last Pirates movie, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Even though this one is shorter than 3, it has some jokes for it, but the jokes in this film are just more slapstick, whereas 3 was more serious. It's like, geez, I guess I was more reliant on slapstick. Sorry for the abrupt pause there. It stopped. It kind of glitched out at the end of the recording where it just cuts off like the ending where I describe like the actual part of the project. So sort of some gameplay of the actual Lego Pirates video game, so you're not just staring at a blank screen. But anyways, I basically said that 5 was really on slapstick, and the jokes just felt like they're just kind of more childish, whereas 3 was more serious. But anyways, those are all 5 films, and yep, the story, I'll basically kind of go into a little detail on what the story is actually about, because I did that too. So basically, Liam 420, me, is tossed back to the 18th century, where Governor Hacendia uses his help-seeking device to go after a legendary treasure called the Kraken Bane that Roger RedBeard is after, and using the heart of Davy Jones to help him find it so he could become the most powerful pirate in all of the ocean. Which, yes, and also since Roger RedBeard has the heart of Davy Jones, this also means that Beckett will not be in this story, because it's like we're just swapping him out for RedBeard, or Brickbeard, whatever you want to call him. So, no Mercer or Beckett. And also, this is a little bit of a controversial move, but Tia Dalma will not be in this, even though I'll be mentioning Calypso when I'm explaining how much I love Davy, because it's sort of relevant to him, but no Tia Dalma. Even though Fig Fab Labs and Firestar Toys have customs of Tia Dalma, I'm not going to include her, because I don't know how I'd get her in with a story like this. And yeah, and of course I'm doing it a little differently from VeggieTales Part 0 or anything, like I said at the end of the recording. Or instead of rock monsters and cheese girls, it's mermaids, ghosts, and zombies.
So yeah, basically all the Lego Pirates 2015 characters are in this, and then all the, as well as like both Bluecoats and Pirates. So, and unfortunately, if I did have the chess, if I can get the chess set, I'll probably use that, and then try to have some more background characters, and I still have some more characters I need to get from both Fig Fab Labs and Firestar Toys, which actually right before recording this I did find like a chest piece like a body piece I can use for like a Pirate Carina. I'd also have to get the skeleton head from Fig Fab Labs though. And then, yep, he goes after all 5 pieces of the Bane, showing why he loves Davy Jones. Me, of course, and I'll have like an epic final battle. There's gonna be a lot of set pieces. Like the final piece at final battle is gonna be really epic with all the pirates facing off against each other. RedBeard, Barbossa, Blackbeard, Salazar, pretty much everyone. It's gonna be so epic, and yeah, and I'll be voicing more than one character for the most part, and yep. I had been reworking the script so I can get Jack in it, and then Will Elizabeth too, so I'm pretty happy with how the script is coming along. So yeah, that's basically it for this project, and I hope you enjoyed this little introduction on what it's going to be about. So yep, very similar to Pirates Don't Do Anything, but just completely different with most of the stuff replaced, and it's going to be in Lego form. There'll be some live action scenes too with me in the real world where it shows before I actually get tossed back to the 18th century. So yeah, that's basically the whole premise of the story. I'm gonna have to kind of help Davy Jones and save Governor Hacendia's daughter. So yeah, and then find all 5 pieces of the Bane. Also, of course, I'm still trying to figure out how to cut some corners so that way I'm not tracking down like 15-year-old sets and what to use for the actual Bane pieces. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I'll be posting updates on my Instagram, and as well as my 420 art account that I have like behind the scenes stuff. I'll link all both those accounts in the descriptions, so that's going to be some steps if you want to voice act a character in this project. Will be linked in the description. I'll be subscribed to this channel, like this video, comment below, either say in the comments below, or even send me a message on Discord or Instagram on which characters you want to voice. I'll have to put like lists which characters I'm going to be voicing, so that way you can choose, or even like if someone else has chosen a character, you can choose what character you want to voice, like as long as one that's not taken. Like, maybe I'll try to save Jack's position for someone who can do a good Johnny Depp impression, and Davy Jones, and someone who can do a really good Bill Nighy impression. Elizabeth, I'll probably see if there's like a girl I know, any females I know who can do a Keira Knightley impression, or I'm not sure. If you think you can impersonate one of those actors really good, then yeah, that'd be great. Or you can just use your normal voice, or use like a completely different voice. Like, I'm probably going to use my raspy woman voice whenever I'm voicing a female character, which I might be Carina. Yeah, that's just what the voice is. That voice really does hurt, so I don't know, it's going to be torturous voicing a female character. But yeah, and then I'll try to work on some more voices so I can take up which characters I'm going to do. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this, and really excited looking forward to this project, and hopefully I can get it done soon, depending on how long it takes for Fig Fab Labs to make the remaining toys, and how long it takes for me to get all the set pieces I need. So yeah, please like, comment, share, sub, and peace.